Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my re-review of X-Men Gold number 5. Here on the card we have the Nanite Swarm that's formed a smaller version of the Sentinel because, as you'll find out in this story, they've dispersed throughout the city, or maybe it's the next one. I can't. Anyways, this cover that is not abused in any way, because usually I wonder why there's so much space that isn't used. Well, here we see what looks like to be energy surrounding the Sentinel in the midst of a storm, or maybe like a psychic storm surrounding the Sentinel. So anyway, let's get into this story here. Now, after the new Brotherhood of Evil Mutants kidnaps the mayor of New York City, the debate over whether mutants and humans can coexist is reignited in the public disclosure. Meanwhile, Gambit, who was hired by Olivia Trask, a relative of Bolivia Trask, the creator of the mutant hunting sentinels, to steal a vial of nanites capable of self-replicating into a smart swarm. When Gambit tried to renege on the deal, the nanites got loose and merged with Sentinel AI, manifesting in a new bipedal humanoid form. Techno Superior Part 2. We open up with Remy LeBeau hanging on for dear life. Literally. Manhattan. Stolen nanotechnology merged with Sentinel AI. This is why I gotta insist on getting paid up front, he thinks. Oh, he's literally hanging on for dear life, because if he lets go, he's, gone. But in comes someone to save the day. It wasn't until later that Kitty told me that stuff means die mutant in binary. Though at the time, it didn't look like there'd be a later, because now he's following to his death. It's Storm! Gambit, good to see you. Cherie, your timing's impeccable, as ever. Please tell me the rest of your friends are here as well. Remy, I'm disappointed, she says. And you're also looking good as ever, too. Look at those legs. Wow. Let's see, down on the ground, we have, they're your friends, too. We have Kitty, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Prestige. This is the epicenter of the explosion, Nightcrawler says. Now, I don't know why, but in these panels on this page, the figures look like they're not finished. Like there could have been more to define their features better. Anyway, they find Olivia Trask. She's out cold, so they get her to the X-Jet, and then Logan needs some help because he's trying to help some firefighters, believe it or not, and they of course have no idea who he is and just keep telling him to get out of there, and he's not about to listen. But it says, I'm here to help. And this firefighter says, you can help by not being here, Grandpa. And then one of them says, debris is blocking the door. We can't get through. Then he unleashes his claws, and he goes, Rah! And he gets rid of the door because it was too heavy for them to move it. And all of a sudden, they just look really stunned, and he says, and don't call me Grandpa. Then he comes over to them and asks, are you guys alright? And the one man says, thank God. Now this is cute. Logan says, he's a little busy, so he sent me. But here too, on this page, it looks like the characters were not finished. Something more could have been done to them because they don't look completed. It's the texturing. Not enough texture to define their forms. I mean, Logan's coat, yeah, it's okay, but the texture in Kitty's hair on Colossus' chest, that could have been better. So then on the next page, we see the Sentinel again. Oh, that's not good. You can understand that thing, Kitty? Sentinel programming is in effect. Protocol eliminate genetic mutations. Because it's speaking in binary, and somehow she can speak binary. Definitely not good. Fastball special, Peter? Really? Now this is funny. I mean, this almost made up for the lack of texture. Kitty says to Colossus, come on, you know how much you love to do it with me. And then she says, that came out totally wrong. And then he throws her as hard and as fast as he can. That's the fastball special. According to Gambit, this thing is just a cloud of nanites. Nanites are molecular bits of tech. When I phase, booyah! I decimate them. Or I decimate tech. At least she could then. Now here, I have to say that the texture on Kitty's body looks a little bit better. It's more definition in on her chest and in her torso area. Although I think that there's still a little bit room for improvement. And back aboard the, I think, no, they're not aboard the X-Jet just yet. I think this is a Prestige. Rachel. Aye! What happened? She's unconscious. The Sentinel is gone. It's not a Sentinel, not in the traditional sense, at any rate. We're dealing with something new here. A mutation. Can we track it? Now they're aboard the X-Jet. We got Trask in the back, still out cold. I say we wake the lady up and start asking questions. Computer's chewing on a way to do just that, Storm. Sign me up here. And this is a little bit strange because Storm did not even speak. It's Gambit, the one who spoke right here, and Nightcrawler is answering him, but he's referring to Storm. It's kind of confusing. How are you feeling? Like I got hit by a truck from inside my head, she says. Which is never good. When you phase through him, I experience major psychic backlash. It's more than a sentinel. It's conscious. It's self-aware. It's so vulnerable. It's vulnerable to psychic attack, maybe? That's really looking on the bright side, isn't it? Just trying to come up with a workable strategy for dealing with this thing, she says. Because a self-aware sentinel, nanoswarm, could be our worst nightmare. This is a nightmare. Lydia Nance. 5 stories of a Manhattan skyscraper have been decimated. This is on the scale of a terrorist attack. And those terrorists are the X-Men. I thought Kitty shut this woman down. Apparently not. They were seen in the presence of, this evening, of Remy LeBeau, a known felon with arrest warrants out on him in no less than 16 different countries, whom the X-Men have provided safe harbor to for years. Tonight's destruction, the loss of people's homes, the danger to innocent lives, and whatever happens next, the X-Men will be held responsible. Alright. Talk, Logan says. And here we go back to the unfinished texturing of the characters. And say what? Olivia Trask says. How can we find it? How can we beat it? I have no earthly idea. This is your baby, Cherie. A combo of the tech you wanted and the tech you had. That combo exists only because of your ineptitude, Mr. LeBeau. If this is anyone's fault, believe me, it's yours. Everyone, I think I've found our target. Nice work. How'd you do it? And what, did Kitty suddenly turn Asian or something? Some of these panels were just not finished. Nightcrawler says, I looked out the window. Keep the jet level, Fuzzy Elf, she says. And she phases through the jet, flying to the ground. I've got this. Idiot. The Sentinel AI is subliminal. Idiot. It learns from previous encounters. Now, I don't know why they had to repeat this text on this page. They could have put it learns from previous encounters in a small box like up here. Phasing through it won't work a second time. A baldness clinic? Why would it attack a... Come on, Pryde. Get your head in the game. Now see, that was Kitty Pryde telling that to her. But that was Kitty Pryde talking to herself. Thinking to herself. But it was Olivia Trask who said the Sentinel AI is subliminal. She's the one who said idiot. So that, I believe, was a editorial error right there. You must attribute who is speaking what to whom in the context of a story. Remember me, mon ami? You alright, pumpkin? I'm pissed. Join the club, Logan says. I'm the president. Because I don't know why they have to use these weird words like flaming and stuff. Wait a second. Something's not right, she thinks. The nanite swarm, it's smaller. Oh no. It's like it was like Kitty and Rachel realize this at the same time. And Rachel can sense its presence. And so they are starting to realize what happened. It's not just down there. It's all over the city. That's why it's smaller. The swarm has dispersed. Rachel, if you're up to it, we could really use you right now, Kitty says. And so Rachel does help, but she's hesitant. Katya, I don't think Rachel is in any condition to. No, she's right. The only thing that might take it down is a psychic attack. And boom! We get the impression that it exploded. Nice work, Rachel. You know, I don't know why they have to say Rach. You know, why do you have to always abbreviate a person's name like that? It just seems lazy and silly. At a cost, Katya, Colossus says. Rachel's unconscious, and our adversary is at work all over the city. Talk to me, she says. 911 reports coming in now. Multiple attacks. A cabbie in Hell's Kitchen. Alexis Denison, the reality TV star, killed at a nightclub in Harlem. A cancer treatment clinic in Bedford Stuyvesant, which they actually visited. And then they figure out why. And on and on and on. It doesn't make sense, Colossus says. Actually, it makes perfect sense, says Olivia Trask. I suspect you'll find the cab driver suffered from some medical condition, and Alexis Denison is reputed to be colorblind. So now here, Nightcrawler is the one who figures it out. So colorblindness, baldness, cancer, they're all genetic mutations. The Sentinel is targeting everyone. To be continued. Yep, that was not a great issue, but it wasn't horrible either. It was just unfinished in many parts. But, you know, the comic book does get better as the series goes on. So that much I can say is something we have to look forward to. So what did you guys think of this issue? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments. And please do subscribe to my channel if you're new. And also please smash that bell like She-Hulk so you'll be notified of all new uploads. And please do like and share this video with others so they can enjoy it as well. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, true readers.